The Asian businesses in America are actually in tears right now as the FBA boycott is working. The black businesses are booming, and today we're going to be looking at some clips and videos for you to see the reality of what is happening now. So if you're new to our channel, do well to subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, enjoy. So let's dive into the first clip.
Baby, listen, why did I get racially profiled at a black-owned beauty supply store in Fort Washington, Maryland? But before I went inside, baby, the first thing I noticed is that her shop was right next to a nail salon, which was what? Empty. Empty, honey. Nobody in there. And on the other side of her shop, Top China, a takeout shop, baby. The owner was outside pacing left and right, wondering where in the world was the customers? I see y'all are taking this boycott seriously. So back to this black-owned BS's beauty supply store, baby, where I got profiled. In the best possible way, honey. I've never walked into a beauty supply store where the owner, let me say that one more time, the owner asked me what I needed and walked me right to the products that were best for my 4C low porosity hair, honey. She gave me the whole rundown of her own hair care routine, baby, and made sure that I brought the right stuff.
And make sure when you do your hair routine that you are doing the shampoo, a moisturizing conditioner, and always follow with the leave-in.
Yes.
If you're a natural hair girly, you want to do your leave-in before you start any styling.
And she had an entire section dedicated to just a black-owned brands, baby. Oh, I loved it. I was only in Maryland for a bit, baby. I will be back, baby. This was the best customer service experience that I've ever received at a beauty supply store. Shout out to MVS in Fort Washington, Maryland, honey. Tag your favorite black-owned nail salon shop or beauty supply store in the comments.
Guys, as you can all see in this clip, black businesses are actually booming. Blacks have started supporting themselves. They have started patronizing each other. As you can see, the businesses are growing, while the Asian businesses, I don't know, those guys, the stores are empty. The boycott is working. The blacks are taking it very, very serious. Let's look at more clips.
What's happening? What did we do? I just got off work really late. I was gonna get Chinese food. All the restaurants of Chinese food are closed. What do we do?
Alright, real quick, to the Asian businesses that are getting upset because y'all decided to challenge black people to boycott y'all, did you really think that was gonna work out? No. I really think about it. We boycotted one of our very own. Y'all remember Daniel Caesar, right? No? Exactly. That man said, I do not want black people listening to my music. Black people was like, bet. One thing you do not want to challenge a black person to do is be petty. Because we are some of the pettiest people, if not the pettiest people on the face of the earth. And what's even crazy, y'all set up Chinatown and all that other stuff near black neighborhoods because nobody else wanted to have y'all around. You know who accepted y'all with open arms? Black folks. You know the main ones going to your liquor stores, corner stores, restaurants, laundromats, hair stores, etc. Black people. But you don't want our business there? It's all good. We'll take our black business somewhere else. It's all good. Y'all got to unify and make Chinatown here and there. But now that black people have a little bit more power, a little bit more rights, how about we start Black Wall Street back up? Let's start.
Guys, this is incredible. This is really incredible. I love what the blacks are doing right now. I just love what we are doing now. Like, come on. The shop has everything. It has everything. Like, it's getting me to kind of like think like, did we ever need Asian businesses in the first place? Girl, we have everything. The hair products are dope. Like, I might even be visiting one of these shops any of these days because it's really crazy. While the Asians are there, they're like, no, they don't need us. They don't need our money. But without us, there is no Asian business. There is simply no Asian business. Their shops are empty. So they need black money, although they'll be like, they are like, no. Guys, they actually need us. But I love the fact that we are actually patronizing ourselves right now. I really love the fact that we are doing that. Let's look at some more clips.
I just feel like we need to boycott Asian people that we know feel some type of way about black people, not categorize all Asian people. And another thing, I feel like as black people, we need to support each other on a consistent basis every single day, and we'll be stronger for it. I know it's cool, like, you know, when boycotts happen, we want to support the boycott or a certain candidate in an election, we want to vote, that's fine. But we can't just show up when something is trending.
Girl, what do we do? What do we do? What do you want to do? We have our own meals. I don't know what this lady is talking about, because they are black restaurants and we are doing great. I don't get the question, what do we do? There are black restaurants everywhere. The boycott is happening. People are still eating and we are still growing strong. We are still growing well. So I don't get the question, what do we do? I simply don't get it.
Okay, let me say this. I stopped supporting Asian businesses, and I'm going to tell you why. It's not because I ever was mistreated, but let's start with the nail salon. You know, when I stopped getting my nails done at Asian-owned salons is when I went in there one day and I sat there and I looked around and I always saw the same demographic of people, white women and black women. I never saw any Asian women in there getting their nails done. And my mind kept asking, why is there no Asian women ever in here getting their nails done? Then I start paying attention when I would go to the beauty supply. When I would go to an Asian-owned beauty supply, I would always see the same demographic of people, black women or white women. And then my mind would be like, hold on, why ain't there ever any Asian people here? Because at the beauty supply, they sell products for everybody. And my mind started wondering, was like, this is weird. And I'm going to tell you when it really clicked for me. I found a beauty supply up the street from my house. It's an African beauty supply. It's owned by a woman from Ghana, a Ghanaian woman. Every time I go into this woman's business, I see not only black women, I see Ghanaian women. I see women from Ghana. And that's when my mind clicked. Hold on. Okay. That's why I stopped supporting. Because it's weird to me that you own a business and people from your own community is not in there giving you their money. It's weird to me.
Fuck down for my niggas, boy. Fuck them other niggas. Down for my niggas, boy. Fuck them other niggas. I ride for my niggas, boy. I die for my niggas, boy.
Quick PSA. If the black dollar did not matter in the Asian community, you bitch ass motherfuckers would not be on this fucking app right now doing think pieces of how hateful we are and how fucked up we are and how we're not considering you guys in this economic strain. Fuck you. Fuck your business. We don't matter to you guys. Cool. Don't do think pieces on why we're boycotting. It doesn't matter. We can be boycotting because the sky is fucking blue. Bitch, our dollar doesn't matter, right? It don't matter, right? But the truth is, it does. African American people have the highest buying power in the fucking United States. If we stop spending our money point blank period amongst each other, that's it, the economy will collapse. And that's facts for your ass.
I couldn't help but agree with the lady in this clip, because how on earth will you own a business, then your own community can't even support you? Like when you go into an Asian salon, most is either you see blacks or white. It's rare before you see Asians, as if they don't even trust the product they are giving us, or as if they want to give us the last grade of their products. Like, I don't really get how you have a product, then your own community can't even consume that product. It doesn't even make sense. And if you want to look at it, we are basically the one giving them the money. We are basically, in fact, they are feeding off of us. Because since the boycott started, the shops are completely locked. The shops are empty. Like, they have no customers. It's really crazy. Yeah.
This video was already in the queue for me to record, but with me finding out that the Black community is boycotting Asian businesses, I wanted to prioritize this topic. Growing up, I have heard of, you know, people in my community having negative experiences with the Asian community, and I myself have had some not so great experiences. And so when I started working as a manager here at Beauty Max, I wanted to provide the best excellent customer service because I feel like our people deserve that. Following incidents really made me kind of question if I'm on the right path or if there's something else that I need to be doing, and so I wanted to open up the conversation. Incident number one happened when I was having a conversation with one of the managers in the store about organic hair. At that time, we were trying to figure out what we were doing with that section and what styles we were going to order. And so there was one customer who was near that area, and so I was going to grab the hair, and while over there, I ended up asking her, did you need any help? She told me no, and I went to the next aisle where the hair was and went back over to the front with the other manager. And so when she was checking out, she said, I spend way too much money in here for me to be followed. And I asked her, I said, did you feel like that's what I was doing? And she said, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry, that's not what I was doing at all. We were talking about the hair, exactly what I'm explaining to y'all. I was getting hair that we were talking about, so I apologize if you felt like that. That's definitely not my style. She just walked out, and there wasn't anything else that came of that. Like, she didn't necessarily reply to what I said, but that was it. So incident number two happened maybe like within a week of incident number one. And so I was walking around the store, customers that came in, I told them, let me know if you need any help. And I want to say maybe 10 minutes had went by. It was a good amount of time. You know, I glanced at the camera. I saw that they were in the crochet section. And so I was like, okay, continue doing what I was doing. And then a few minutes later, I had to go to the bathroom, grab my purse, headed to the bathroom. And on my way there, I just simply asked, like, hey, is everything going okay? Just a quick little check-in. And you know what, I'll say maybe I was wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have followed up if they didn't ask for help. But I know for me, if I've been at the store and I'm like looking around for people, I'm like, where are they? Like, any day now I could need some, like, I need help and there's nobody here around me. So I just figured, you know, I'm on my way, let me check in with them. Plus, a lot of times in the store, people, you know, if they're in one section for a good amount of time, I'll come over there and then we'll just bounce ideas off of each other. They like to talk through their ideas so they can get to what they actually need and what they want. So if somebody's in a section for a long time, I'll come over there and, like, you know, just to check in. I don't remember her exact words, but just, it was something along the lines of like, since you asked, we didn't really need another opinion, but since you're here and you have to do your job, so everyone is comfortable, you can help us. And I asked her, I'm like, are you being sarcastic? Because I'm going to the bathroom, like I have my purse, like I can go, like I was just simply checking in. I don't really remember her like answering the statement necessarily, but she showed me the picture of the style that they were looking at and asked me, do you think this is the color? And so, you know, I'm helping. In my head, I feel like I'm helping. And then she's like, okay, where's such and such? She asked me where another product was, and she was like, okay, come on now, you have to come with me, this is what I do, you have to follow me around the store now, so everybody's comfortable. And so I really should have just left and went to the bathroom and been like, you know what, ma'am, I'm uncomfortable at this current time, like I'm not following you, I wasn't following you, and just left it at that. But I showed her the product, and by the end of it, you know, my assessment skills, like while I'm processing now, I feel like she was definitely being sarcastic. And so like maybe by the end of the interaction, because she started telling me like where they were from and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't know if by the end of the interaction she felt differently, or, you know, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. But overall, I want to throw it out there, like, I've worked at the beauty supply store for a few years. This is my first time back into it as a manager. And honestly, like, I've never been one to worry about the stealing part, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to get into a confrontation with a customer if I believe that they're stealing. Like, I'm not a confrontational person in general. I'd be sweating when people ask me, what's this product? And then I have to go over there and like, I feel like they're watching me while I'm looking. And so it's just, I'm not going to confront anyone about if they're stealing. Many times that the door or the security alarm will go off if somebody's going through the door, and if they don't turn around, like I just be like, okay. And that's it. Like, I don't go to the door. I don't look like, hey, I'm not calling out. I don't do any of that. So me following a customer is just never going to happen. I just provide the best customer service that I can, and I cross my fingers, and I hope, like, everybody's on their P's and Q's and they're just here to shop, and that's it. I know that Black women spend a lot of time and money in the beauty supply store, and I want them to be comfortable in this space. There's no reason why we should be spending money and not feeling like we're appreciated. So I stand in total support of going somewhere where you're celebrated and not just tolerated, where it's not just your money that is being accepted, it's you as a person, as the individual. Often I'm saying to my customers, like, thank you for spending with us. Thank you, because you could have been anywhere else. And so I'm appreciative as a manager. I know the owner that I work with is appreciative. I've known him for a long time, and I feel that he does get excited when his customers come through the door. He tries to provide a good customer service as well. Wanted to open the conversation and find out, how does the Black community want their experience to be while they are shopping in the store, and what are some ways that you all want to feel appreciated? Please sound off in the comments. I'm open to any ideas. I know here at our store that I mentioned in another video that we have a system where as you spend, you're also earning money, builds up over time to where you're actually taking off money from your purchase. So that is one way that we try to make our customers feel appreciated. That I'm open to any ideas, so just please sound off in the comments. Let me know how you all feel and what you all want.
All right, so I made a video about the Chinese lady, calling the police on my wife and I because I asked for some duck sauce. And people say, you shouldn't have been over there, or why were you over there? We're banning, we're boycotting those places. Well, here's the thing: I did not know that we were boycotting, for the simple fact that we always say we're boycotting something, the NFL, or we're boycotting a restaurant or Target or something, and that boycott is only for a few people. Everyone doesn't join in on the boycott. Now, if I knew that we were boycotting those places, then I wouldn't have been eating there in the first place, because first of all, I don't have to have it. Second of all, I didn't know that they treated us so badly. But now that I know that they treat us so badly, I don't want to, spend my money with them at all. I would rather go to, a restaurant where I believe it's American owned, or it's a soul food restaurant or something like that, or just basically cook at home. So to all the people that say you shouldn't have been there, and why were you there, why you spending your money, do you know about the boycott? No, I did not. But now that I do, I'm not going. So you can stop doing whatever you're trying to do with me.
So I'm in Houston, Texas, door dashing, and I'm happening to pick an order up from Jersey Mike's, and this Nom Nom Noodles is right next to me. Let's see. Oh, this whole ghost town. Ooh, Jesus. Y'all said on business?
Okay, let me say this. I stopped supporting Asian businesses, and I'm going to tell you why. It's not because I ever was mistreated, but let's start with the nail salon. When I stopped getting my nails done at Asian-owned salons is when I went in there one day and I sat there and I looked around, and I always saw the same demographic of people, white women and Black women. I never saw any Asian women in there getting their nails done. And my mind kept asking, why is there no Asian women ever in here getting their nails done? Then I start paying attention when I would go to the beauty supply. When I would go to an Asian-owned beauty supply, I would always see the same demographic of people, Black women or white women. And then my mind would be like, hold on, why ain't there ever any Asian people here? Because at the beauty supply, they sell products for everybody. huh. And my mind started wondering, was like, this is weird. And I'm going to tell you when it really clicked for me. I found a beauty supply up the street from my house. It's an African beauty supply. It's owned by a woman from Ghana, a Ghanaian woman. Every time I go into this woman's business, I see not only black women, I see Ghanaian women. I see women from Ghana. And that's when my mind clicked. Hold on. Okay. That's why I stopped supporting. Because it's weird to me that you own a business and people from your own community is not in there giving you their money. Huh. It's weird to me.
I went to a nail salon and I wound up losing the tip of my finger. And they tried to make it seem like I wasn't there and they didn't do shit. And yeah, that just solidifies my decision to stop supporting Asian businesses anyway. Because them not sterilizing their tools and not cleaning their tools properly led to me losing the tip of my finger. And that just goes to show how much they care about our safety. And even with like the restaurants and like the Chinese foods and stuff, like how many times were we served to cats and rats and pigeons? Honestly speaking, I really believe that we should just keep the dollar in our community, and we could support others, but let's just be strong about our own people. Let's go strong. Let's keep the money in our own communities. Peace.
Attention all black people, we are boycotting Asian businesses. Justice for Cyrus. I am walking in Beauty Town in Wardolph, the beauty supply store, to let them know we are boycotting. Okay? Wow. It's kind of empty. It's quiet, but there's a few people in here. Attention all black people, we are boycotting Asian businesses. Justice for Cyrus. I don't know if y'all heard about it on TikTok, but a young 14-year-old boy was shot and killed in the back for allegedly stealing 4 bottles of water that he did not do. The verdict came out in June, and the Asian man was found not guilty. Black people are boycotting Asian businesses, and that includes beauty supply stores, hibachis, curryouts, spas, and nail salons. Please shop black. Please spend your dollars elsewhere. Black people are not supporting this. We're not spreading hate. We are spreading awareness. Please shop black. Support your black businesses. Justice for Cyrus. Stop shopping it in here, black people. Huh? It's not black. No, it's not. It's Asian. Yeah. I'm trying to find black-owned beauty supply stores where we can shop. Have you ever heard of the Cyrus situation? Cyrus Belton, shot in the back by an Asian. We are not supporting Asian businesses. Y'all can do what y'all want, but I'm just spreading the word. It's all on TikTok. We're not supporting Asian businesses due to the murder of Cyrus Belton that occurred in South Carolina, which a 14-year-old boy was shot in the back by an Asian man. The verdict came out not guilty. We're boycotting Asian businesses. They do nothing for our communities. Nothing at all. Nothing. But y'all can do what y'all want to do. But I'm just letting y'all know. We're spending our dollars elsewhere. Black businesses. They don't value our money at all. I appreciate that. To all my followers, viewers, supporters, if you like what I'm doing and you're with the movement, please donate to my Cash App and support the cause. $FOXI 22. That's Cash App again. FOXI 22. Thank you so much.
So what you and I have got to do is get involved. You and I have to be right there breathing down their throat. Every time they look over their shoulder, we want them to see us. We want to make them pass the strongest civil rights bill they've ever passed. Because we know even after they pass it, they can't enforce it.
Other beauty supply stores in her area. And the allegations are those stores said no.
So I did not know that in order to own a beauty supply store and get supplies from a distributor, you have to get the permission of other beauty supply stores surrounding your area. I did not know that. And what she was saying was a lady named Matisse was trying to start a black-owned beauty supply store. But she could not get the distributors to give her products because all the Asian beauty supply stores said no. So you have to get the permission of all the surrounding beauty supply stores in order to get products from the distributor. Which I knew because I figured something was wrong every time a black person tried to open up a beauty supply store. What kind of law is that you got to get the approval of all the surrounding beauty supply stores? So that's like a monopoly. So the Asian beauty supply stores have a monopoly in our neighborhood where we can't open up a beauty supply store and get supplies from the distributor because they are saying no, but yet you keep going buying your products from Asian beauty supply stores. Yet you keep going buying your products and food from Asian markets. This is why we can't get anything. And they're in our area. How the audacity of them to say no. But I tell you what, if we stop shopping with them, we can dry them up. There will be no Asian beauty supply stores in the area to ask. But see, we need to get on one accord. That's where we start doing the supporting of black businesses only. And I mean only. That's where we need to start doing group economics with our people only. They are holding us back. And see, what they say, there's no systematic racism. But to me, if you're in my community, surrounding my community as well, and I have to ask you to use the distributor that everybody else is using in order to fund and to fill my beauty supply store, even though I still got to pay for those products. It's not free. You're still paying for the products from the distributor. So it's not like they're giving you anything. All they're doing is saying, okay, you can use the distributor. But without their okay, you cannot use the distributor. That's why when we do open beauty supply stores, it costs us hundreds of thousands of dollars out of our pocket because we can't get that wholesale price that they're getting. And then we keep going there buying stuff from them because their stuff is cheaper. Their stuff is cheaper because they're using a distributor that they won't allow black people to use, and they're in our communities. The audacity. How? And how are we not boycotting these Asian-owned beauty supply stores? They don't care about us. They don't support our community. They don't put anything back into our community. And they blocking us from using the distributor. And they're keeping us from starting these businesses in our own community. You really done had it, huh? It's time to boycott all Asian businesses. I keep telling y'all, the Arabs, the Albanians, the Chaldeans, the Mexicans, the Asians, especially the white people. Man, these people don't care about us. They're not gonna help you use their distributors and their suppliers to be their competition. But yet, how many Asian stores are around? How many Arabic stores are around? How many Mexican stores around using the same distributor? But soon as a black owned business come along and say, hey, I need to use these same distributors in order to get the wholesale prices so I can open my store, they say no in our neighborhood. Are you going to keep supporting people who are blocking your people from owning their own stores? Are you going to keep supporting this? Come on now. We got to find a way to bypass all these Asian markets, all these Arabic markets, all these Chaldean markets, all these Albanian markets, all these Mexican markets. Because you know what? While we sitting here watching them grow, while we're sitting here supporting their kids and sending them to college, while we're sitting here patronizing their businesses, they're blocking ours. What a way to say thank you to the black community. SMH, Farm Girl out.
Yeah, as this lady rightly said, if we stop spending our dollars on your businesses, your economy would definitely collapse. And that is not even a debate, because as you can see, it's happening right now. Your shops are pretty much empty. No one is coming to do their hair, their nails. Like, you guys are clearly seeing that you guys have no customer, and you guys are really facing the effect of it, whether you like it or not. So you guys definitely need our money. But this time around, we have decided to take back what belongs to us. We have decided to take back that power. We have decided to patronize our own people. So if you love content like this, do well to subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to seeing more. We look forward to seeing you in more videos. Thank you very much.